everyone, it's Kat and I'm back today to talk about my favorite skincare, body care, hair care products of 2024. Now, I did a video talking about my favorite makeup, nail polish and fragrances. So I have already put that up. So if you want to check it out, I'll have it linked in the description box. But if you're interested in skincare, stay here. Now, I will have all the products listed in the description box. So if you've missed a name of them, don't worry, they'll be there. But let's start with some cleansing products. I've got some really nice cleansing products. Do you recognize this? I have talked about the Uemura cleansing oil, the Pore Finest one, for over a decade. And I rediscovered it this year. I had one in the back of my cupboard. Uemura unfortunately has pulled out of international markets, so this is not easy to get anymore, but I decided to pull it out. I love it. I love it. It's the nicest cleansing oil. It smells beautiful. It's got a cherry blossom scent. It is divine. It is such an enjoyable oil to use. So all I do is I pump one pump into my hands, rub it into my hands, rub it into my makeup. It melts down the makeup. I wash it off. There's no oily residue. There's no stinging eyes. There's no nothing. It is beautiful. So I love this. I'm still a firm fan of this after over 10 years of using it. I've used a whole bunch of different ones from the range. I think the pink one is my favorite. It's divine. I kept this out of my empties because I wanted to talk about it here. This is the Roche-Posay Effaclar Micellar water. I love this. I got out of the habit of using micellar water. I've always said Bioderma is my favorite. I think I've come around to the La Roche-Posay one, particularly this blue bottle, which is the Effaclar one, which is good for oily skin. I use this in the morning on a reusable sort of round, and I just sort of wipe my skin just to clean my skin slightly before I do my skincare. This was so gentle, obviously didn't have to wash it off, didn't sting my eyes, didn't irritate my skin. Some other brands, cheaper brands like Garnier, do sting my eyes and annoy my skin. This is so gentle. It smells so fresh and beautiful. If you're a fan of the Effaclar range, you'll know the scent. It is amazing. I did actually repurchase this, but in the original sort of clear bottle. I don't like it as much because that scent it's a bit icky for me. So this one, I'm using that one up to come back to this one. This one is my love, and it's just going to become my favorite micellar water from now on. Another thing I used up, but I have since purchased 2 bottles of, I'm just waiting for them to ship and then arrive, is this hyaluronic acid from Isntree. So this is the hyaluronic acid water essence. It is quite affordable, but it's very, very effective. So since having my second baby, I've noticed that my skin is a lot more dehydrated. I get the crepey lines. So hyaluronic acid has to be one of those things in my routine that I use religiously. And this one I think is the best value one. I've used some cheaper ones that just don't feel like they do anything. It doesn't actually feel like the hyaluronic acid penetrates into the skin. It feels like it just sits on the top of the skin. And hyaluronic acids do have different molecular weights. Now, this actually contains 8 types of hyaluronic acid. So you have some that sit on the skin, some that go into the skin and plump up. And I feel like this one is just so good for the price. I've tried some more bougie ones, so like Mecca, some other expensive brands. This one I keep coming back to because I feel like it's the best value and the best results. So it is just the perfect sort of Goldilocks product. I recently, when I ordered a couple of these, I think I got them for about 33 Australian dollars each. I bought 2. They're going to last me pretty much all 2025, and I'm going to be very happy with that. So this is a great hyaluronic acid if you want to try one and you don't want to spend too much money. And I'm going to thank Hayley for that recommendation because she used that one and loved it, and she's right, it's great. Another serum type product that I love using during the day is by Mecca. Now this is the C-Tetra Lipid Vitamin C Radiance Serum. Now I know that vitamin C is good for your skin. Unfortunately, it also really irritates my skin and can really impair my skin's barrier. So I can't actually use many vitamin C's. This is an oil-based vitamin C and it is delightful. So you just use a little bit. It sinks into the skin really nicely. I can use it under makeup and it is an oil. So it doesn't cause that irritation and that that harshness that normal vitamin C serums do. So this one, again, is going to be the only vitamin C I use. This is a little bit more pricey, but it's like, I'm down to here. That's how much I love it. But it is worth the money simply because regular vitamin C use from other brands irritates my skin and causes me like contact dermatitis and flare-ups, whereas this one is super gentle and really effective. So I love that. I'm going to keep repurchasing that one. Those are sort of my day serums that I like to use. Another day thing I use, which I don't currently have, but I love, it's my favorite SPF. I've used a lot of SPF this year. I think I've used up like 6 tubes. My favorite one still is Mecca to Save Face. It is delightful. It is the nicest feeling SPF. It's really high protection. It's really comfortable. It feels almost like a hydrating primer. It almost has the texture of the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base, I think it is. It's got a really beautiful soft texture to it, but it's SPF. It's great. So that one I don't think can be beat. I'm going to go through my stash and keep using what I've got, but I'm going to keep coming back to that one. I keep trying different things, just seeing what's out there, but I always come back to it. It's a fave. The things that I like to use at night, okay, I'm just going to mention, I have pulled back from this a little bit, but I still love it. Paula's Choice, the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, can't be beat. I don't even see there's any point of using any other liquid exfoliant for me, because this is the only one that gives me great results. I love it, and I notice a huge difference the next day. And when I haven't used it for a while and I come back to this, I'm like, oh my God, like my skin feels so good the next day. So this one I love. I have recently tried, they've brought out some new sort of acid toners, and I tried them earlier this year. I still have them in my bathroom, but this one I think is the best one. I keep coming back to it. So this one is still in my stash. I still love it. I think that's like my 6th bottle, and it's gonna just, you know, keep being repurchased. Earlier this year, I did place a Paula's Choice order, and I ordered this, and this is nearly done, and I actually need to repurchase it because I love it so much. It's this. This is the Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum with Retinol. Now this again is an oil, and it's beautiful. So it's like got some retinol to it, probably not much to be fair, but it is just such a nice sort of nighttime oil, a lot thicker than that vitamin C one I showed you, which is like a very runny oil. This one is like a thicker oil, and it's just so nourishing. Oh my God, it's just like runny honey, but like a nourishing, beautiful. I don't know, my skin loves it. My skin loves it. So I use this fairly regularly. There's not much left in it. If this was clear, I'd probably show you it's down to there. I need to repurchase this because it's so light and empty. I really enjoy this. So as a night oil, this one is my favorite. Something I think I mentioned last year in my favorites, and I still love it, is my Estee Lauder. This is the Advanced Night Repair. So this does, I believe, have hyaluronic acid in it. You can use it morning and night, but again, I think this works really lovely at night. When I don't use this for a long period of time, I do feel like I can see more dehydration lines, and then I start using it regularly and my skin goes back to normal. So I see a big difference when I use this and when I don't use it. So this is again something that's going to be in my routine and like forever, because it makes a huge difference to my skin. One skincare brand that I don't currently have any of, but I wanted to really mention because it is heavily on my radar. I used up a foot cream, I think 2 moisturizers this year, and I loved them. And again, that sort of perfect balance between effective, good quality, and quite affordable. The brand is, I think it's Eucerin. I buy them off iHerb, and I can tell you 2025, I'm going to place a big iHerb order where I just order multiple moisturizers and different products from that range, because everything I've tried has been fantastic. So I don't have anything to currently show you, but I did want to mention that brand on my radar and definitely one of my favorites. Another brand that I really, really love, and I love the hand cream, the foot cream, the body cream, the lip balm, everything, is Do It. Now, this is my empty. I did actually repurchase straight away because I can't be without this. This is the Foot and Heel Balm Plus. This is the best foot cream ever. It's like a gel, so it doesn't actually, you know when you have foot creams that are really balmy and greasy and then you can't walk around because it like leaves footprints everywhere and gets on your carpet and stuff. This one doesn't do that. This sort of dries down and it sort of feels like a cooling gel. It's amazing, but it also contains really great products like 25% urea, AHAs, vitamin E, so really good for dry, cracked feet. This is always next to my bed. I apply this all the time. I love it. And I go through multiple bottles. So I thought I'd got to mention it because it is an all-time body fave. And to be fair, it is the only body thing I do. Besides the occasional exfoliation, I don't like body lotion. I get sort of oily chest and back and stuff. So the only time I really do any body lotion action is on my legs after I shave my legs. But foot cream is always there for me. Hair is also another area that I neglect quite a lot. In fact, I have given myself a few DIY haircuts lately because I'm like, I don't even want to deal with my hair. But the only hair product I keep coming back to using, and I've used multiples of this year, is my little Hask Kalahari Melon oil. Now this I think has been discontinued, something like that, but I buy them in bulk, like in 12 packs on Amazon, fairly cheap. I think the pack is like the same price as shipping, but I don't care because it's totally worth it. And for me, this is such a great hair oil. I use a small amount. If I brush my hair looks really frizzy, I just run it through the ends of my hair. It doesn't weigh down my hair, doesn't make them greasy. And it also smells like melon, which I love. So Hask does have like there's a blue cap one, which is like an orange. I think it's like an argan oil. They've got a few different types. This is still my favorite. And I'm going to keep buying it when I can until it gets out of stock. But I love it and I've used so much of it this year. And I have used even like Uemura hair oils and stuff this year. I keep coming back to this one. So it's my favorite. So this is like a recap of things that I just keep repurchasing. Stuff has been in my life for over 10 years and I've tried multiple bottles, but this is sort of stuff that I just keep wanting, keep repurchasing because I just really work. So those are my favorite skincare and body care and hair care products of 2024. Now again, a lot of that is something that I just use consistently over the years, but it is good to sort of reflect on what things really matter to me and that I feel very passionate about and that I feel like makes my life a lot better. And these are the products that do that. Let me know in the comments what your favorite skincare, hair care, body products were of the year. And if you want to check out my makeup, nail polish and fragrance video, I'll have that on the screen. Huge thank you to my members for supporting my channel and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.